There's no better way to program your subconscious mind than listening to positive statements over and over. And there's no better way to do that than in a semi-meditative alpha brainwave state. I've created 3 prosperity meditations on hightimelinebooks.com to help you do just that. And for a limited time, you can get all 3 for the price of 2. So take your life to a higher vibe. Check them all out at hightimelinebooks.com.
Hello, Fun Astrology Podcast. Welcome in. This is Kristin Lawhead. Today is February the 13th. Only a single lunar aspect in the sky. The moon in Virgo will square Jupiter in Gemini. The moon moves quickly, so this is a short-lived transit. Both planets being under Mercury's rulership, though, could create more socializing in your day. But since this is the only aspect, we're going to look ahead a little bit to talk about the upcoming Aries energy. Aries and Pisces are such powerful placements in your chart for this year, and I highly suggest looking at your chart to find the Aries and Pisces houses. This year, there will be 4 planets retrograding back and forth between Pisces and Aries: Venus, Mercury, Saturn, and Neptune. Today, we're going to focus on the retrograde of Venus because that starts on March 1st. We are already in the shadow period for Venus, meaning that she's already moving through the degrees that she'll be revisiting. Venus is so much about values and what we deem to be of worth, and what we consider to be the social norm. As we know, retrogrades are about reevaluation of those themes. Venus retrogrades every 18 months, but it retrogrades in the same spot of the zodiac every 8 years, and right around the same time of year, too. Venus's retrograde is so interesting to study. Anyone else who has fallen down the rabbit hole looking at the Venus star point would understand. But we're not going to get into the weeds of that today. I'll refer you to the Old Soul, New Soul episode from November 23rd of 2022 for more information. We're going to purely be looking at Venus's retrograde in Aries, which, as we said, would have been 8 years ago. So think back to March and April of 2017, March and April of 2009, and March and April of 2001. Are there things in your life that are happening that are similar to then? Are you beginning new things that may have stemmed from something that started during a past retrograde? There's going to be so much talk around new beginnings or first times in these next few months. I mean, we are talking about Aries after all, the first sign of the zodiac, the grand new beginning of the astrological wheel. Venus is a benefic planet, so I want everyone to start picking out the blessings that are presenting themselves now and through these next few months. Venus's retrograde will end in April, but she doesn't leave the sign of Aries until June 5th, when she'll finally be moving into Taurus. But until that time, there's a calling to be upgrading these things in your life, especially for people who hold placements in the first 10 degrees of Aries. For myself, Aries rules my 9th house, and most of my retrogrades can be traced back to themes around education, like the start of my college degree in 2009, where I focused on philosophy, another 9th house topic. Or in 2017, the start of my stepson living with my husband and I, where he started school in our neighborhood for the first time, and we focused on his education. This retrograde, my daughter is already signed up to be evaluated for kindergarten. I also fully anticipate this retrograde to revolve around my continued education and teaching of astrology. I'd love to hear what houses occupy Aries in your chart and what blessings you're anticipating. We'd love for you to share in the YouTube comments. We'll be back with Elisa tomorrow and Thomas on Saturday. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Much love. Talk soon.